Hello, all you beautiful people out there. What is going on? This is your friend Birdie coming at you fast with another Paragon in-depth hero guide. And today we are going to be looking at Greystone, the Golden Guardian. And I know I'm a little bit late, just a little bit. Okay, it came out Tuesday. It's been almost a week now. Actually, it's probably been 2 weeks. I don't even know. Time is flying, man. I don't even know anymore. Okay, I'm kind of dead. But anyway. We're still going to be looking at how to play him. He's actually a very, very simple character to play. He's probably one of the most basic heroes, if not the most basic hero to play. No offense to those who think he's hard to play, but he really just isn't that hard to play. He has two, passive abilities, okay? And most of his damage comes from his auto attack. So, yeah, he's not too hard to play. And we're just going to go into, how to slot him, when to slot him, how to do all that jazz and stuff like that. So, basically, you want to make sure you start off with his escape, as you saw me do right there. I leapt away from that crazy battle over there in their jungle, and you want to start off with that. By the way, okay, let's take a look at this roster. Okay, this game, I took this game from a very while back, all right, and we were going up against Suki, B Certified, Tripsic, and Easy Peasy, and I don't know who the Twin Blast was, but all of those names that I just read off are top 20, top 30 diamonds. Okay, they're top people in the world. We played against them and we beat them. And I was playing Greystone. I was playing with my boys Tommy Turbo and NATO and Tricks and Godspeed. So shout out to those guys. We actually pulled a win from the best people in the world. So it's pretty awesome gameplay for you guys. And this was actually a couple days after the Greystone release. This is actually either the same day or the second day after. I don't remember, but yeah, pretty awesome gameplay. So basically, you start off with his leap, then you want to go into his Q, which is his AoE attack, and then you want to go into his passive ability that gives him more health and more armor, and you just want to focus that, okay? We're building Greystone as a hybrid tank / damage guy, so we want to make sure that he has a decent amount of health and armor in the beginning. So, especially in the beginning, not a lot of people hit that hard, so having more damage and more armor is very, very, very useful. Okay, so that's what we're going to build, and that's how we're going to build him deck-wise as well. If you guys don't know already, I do have a Beast Builds video that I use the same deck as I use in this gameplay. You guys could check that out if you'd like. It basically focuses on damage in the beginning, health, and then resistance near the end. So definitely, a good build for being a hybrid tank and for helping peel out your enemies. Now, the fourth thing you want to slot into is going to be your E again, and then at level 5, you're going to get your ultimate, which you're going to use to peel for people and just be all up in the face of the enemy, because the way you play Greystone is super aggressive, especially when you have teammates with you. You want to be absorbing as much damage as you can. You want to be dealing as much damage as you can. You want to just be all up in the face of the enemy, but make sure the biggest thing with him is that you have ally support, because Greystone won't be really able to do anything on his own, especially if he's focused in a team fight by more than one person. One-on-one, he might be able to kill some people, but more often than not, he will be focused out if it's a 1v2, and he just won't be that effective. Okay, now he is a jungler, as you guys see me doing right here. He is a very effective jungler. He can also help in lane, but he doesn't have any crowd control whatsoever, meaning he has no abilities that slow, root, or stun, or knock up, or knock back the enemy. All he does is damage, okay? That's all he does. He does damage, and he just does some peeling for his enemies. He just gets all up in the face. The only knock up he has is his ultimate, which, again, you can't even decide when you want to pull that one out of your ass. So basically, the best thing to do is just to try and help people in lane clear and push up if they need to push a lane, especially when, for example, Godspeed here got black buff, meaning he wants to push this tower out and deal some damage on it, and I'm like, oh yeah, baby, let's go, and then Nos Reaper showed up, and we're like, hell nah. So another thing about Greystone is that once he's level 5 is that he's able to get his ult and actually tank towers really, really well. I don't get level 5 at this point, so I'm pretty sure, I don't know if we take this tower or not, I forget, but anyway, that's how you want to play with him, is just super duper aggressive. Okay, so Godspeed is going to get some shots on this tower. It's going to go down pretty quick because he's got black, and this is really good. So I avoid hitting Nos Reaper. I don't want aggro on it, and now I can take the tower aggro and leap out of the way to safety. So that's why that leap is so good, especially to start in the beginning. Always use that leap as a getaway. Try not to use it as an engage unless you're positive that you can chase people down. Okay, that's the most important thing to understand with that leap. So we talked about the abilities that you need to slot. We talked about, in general, how to build him. And you guys aren't going to see the build very well because, again, I don't focus on the build in this videos. If you want the build, check out my Beast Builds video guide. I'll try to link it in the description. I'm going to start doing that. And, yeah, let's actually go into a little bit farther into the gameplay to see how to actually fight in a team fight with him and what I mean by be all up in their face and be all up in the goddamn grill, homie. There we go, we hit the level 5. We're about to be up in some people's faces. So here you guys are going to see an engagement on the enemy team's side. They're going to try and hit this tower. They got 4 people setting up here on the left, and this is a great example on the other team. How you're going to see what the enemy Greystone does and what I decide doing. So I decide to drop into the jungle to make sure nobody's going behind us. I check it, come back to the tower because I know they're about to push. And here they go, they're about to push it, okay? Their minions are almost pushed up. The minions are taking their sweet ass time, and this is helping our teammates rotate, so NATO and Tommy are both here with me. So right now it's a 4v3, but we do have the tower on our side, and the tower does win games, bros. Towers win games. So you see there, Greystone go in and tank the tower, and then use his ult, okay? Which we are going to avoid because it's over there in the ring, so we can just step out easily. He gets killed. Rather, Suki gets killed because he actually does not get the tower aggro and he gets bursted down, and that leaves B certified to be very, very weak, okay? The Greystone is very weak, he runs out. So he did his job tanking it, but Rampage got totally bursted down. But my teammates, they're not done, okay? I'm going to switch over to them real quick. I'm going to switch over to Tricks Are For Kids. Okay, here comes our Rampage. He sees that they're there. He knows that they're weak, and he's just going to go straight into them. Same with NATO, and they're actually going to kill them in their jungle. So a very interesting reversal, and that is usually, that's the right play on Greystone's part, on the other Greystone, but he just did not have his teammates backing him well enough, and that just goes to show what I said, is your teammates need to get kills while you are aggro. They need to get kills while you are all up in their face. And now because of those 2 deaths on the other side, or rather 3, but Rampage already spawned up, we're able to take this tower and then leave. So, pretty gnarly stuff. That's kind of how you want to focus this, and we're split pushing this while Grim and Tricks are in the middle, you know, hitting this guy in the ring of the enemy. So that's one thing about Rampage that's really nice, is you can pull aggro like that. But yeah, basically, that's what's going on. So back to Greystone, okay? He, again, is really, really good at taking aggro and has to be all up in your face. Let's take a look at another team fight and see how it goes with that one. So here's a great team fight where our team actually has the Orb Prime, and notice how I go in and try and peel for my team as best that I can, okay? I try to just be a nuisance as much as I can, try to deal a decent amount of damage, because Greystone can deal a little bit of damage. So I actually do peel away the Twin Blast, we do end up killing him, and now I kind of want to make sure that I go back into the fight, okay? I don't want to run away from the actual team fight because I'm the front line. We have Rampage on our side who's being a very good front line with me, and Greystone paired with somebody like Rampage, who's another good front line that has crowd control, is really, really good, having that double tank crowd control push up. And now we have Orb Prime, so this is going to allow us to keep pushing and actually be more of a presence up here on this inhibitor. And I still have my ultimate, so I'm not too afraid, okay? I'm ready to go in there and tank some crap, and we just gotta make sure we clear this minions quick for our minions and just be a good front line in general. So I'm going to push up. We're not afraid. We're going to kill this inhibitor, and I'm pretty sure we're even trying to end this game at this point. I don't think it's going to happen because they do spawn up. I see Tricks getting really ridiculous up there. They're taking shots. They're popping shots at it, but this isn't the end of the game just yet. The game does go on for a little bit longer, but again, just goes to show that you got to be relentless with Greystone. Okay, he's very easy to play. There's nothing to his abilities that are unique and special, and there's no tricks. The best thing I could say is when you're about to die, however, if you notice you're about to die and your team is still in the fight, try and get yourself in the middle of the enemy, as close to the enemy as possible before you die, so your ult can kind of knock them up if they do get close enough. So instead of using your leap ability to run away, maybe leap into the middle of them if you know that your teammates are still about to fight and you're going to go in there. So we got to pull out of this fight because Rampage died, Tommy Turbo died, and we got to get the hell out of here. Godspeed's about to die too, so I'm like, oh, run, NATO, and he's like, chaboy, I'm out, peace. So, yeah, pretty much the biggest things you guys got to know about Greystone is don't be afraid, okay? You got to be confident when your teammates are near you. You've got to be confident, okay? And you've got to make sure that you're always in the enemy's face, trying to block, trying to deal as much damage as you can against them. So here, you know, I steal a little bit of their minions because I'm on the way out, and I can do that, okay? Dealing a good amount of damage, but the enemy is chasing me right now. NATO does a good job of actually fending them off. Good job on NATO's part, and we actually get out successfully. So let's go ahead to the end of the game where I got a couple more assists. I finished off this game 3-1-11, and currently I'm 2-1-6 in this gameplay, so we'll check out how we end up. We do finish up strong, though, boys. We do finish up strong. So this is going to be the final 2 minutes of the game, okay? So here's the big shifting point. We catch Suki out in his jungle, and we notice that he actually used his leap on the minion, so we knew he couldn't get away. We absolutely demolished him 5v1, super easy. And now we're going to work on this level 3 Orb Prime that takes a while to kill, okay? Their team is going to come up over here, and again, like I said, with Greystone, you want to be all up in their face, and you're going to see me do just that, okay? I'm working on this Prime, trying to kill it as quick as I can. I notice, thanks to all these wards that are on our map right now, that there's enemies in the pool, and so does our Rampage, and that's why I go straight up in their face, divert their attention away from the Prime so they can't steal it, and give our teammates enough time to catch up and tank this stuff against the enemy ADCs. Now, we know we're not dealing enough damage against them, but hey, you know, I'm not afraid of death. Okay, I still have my ult. Rampage has his rock. We end up killing him, and our ADCs actually show up. If you guys notice right there, boom. Our ADCs show up. We kill another one. We kill Be Certified, and boom, that's the shifting point. This is about to be an easy turn-in. We actually also end up killing Twin Blast as well, because I stop him from going. Rampage rocks him, and another easy kill. So again, super up in the face. So let's recap. So, super simple build, alright, damage, health, and armor. Some people like building with attack, speed, and damage. I personally feel that, especially with this lifesteal nerf coming up with V29, that he's not going to need lifesteal, that he's not going to be effective with it. So, I think armor and health are more important than just having a lot of attack, speed, and lifesteal. Usually, you want that kind of stuff on your ADCs. So right here, Rampage actually ends up taking the inhib, tanking it rather, making it very easy for us, and we're going to end up closing out the game. So there's the build for him, and then of course, you want to build the getaway first, you want to build his AoE just so people cannot run away from him, and then you want to go into his passives, his E, his ults, and all that good jazz. And his playstyle, just be aggressive with him, but always remember to have support from your teammates. Otherwise, you're just going to go and waste your ult and just kill yourself. So there you guys have it. Hopefully you enjoyed. I ended up going 3, 1, and 11. You guys can't see me on the scoreboard because it's a little glitch, but I went 3, 1, and 11. The rest of my teammates went like that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I know this has been a little bit different, but hopefully it worked out okay. I know I'll be faster next time. As always, make sure you all have a wonderful day.